footage of a violent act in one country could be reappropriated to tell a story about violence that happened in another country at another time where that was essentially fiction. We're helping to provide an antidote to miscontextualization of news media. I'm Scouten. I am the Identity Standards Architect for the Content Authenticity Initiative project at Adobe. I am responsible for technical standards that describe how individuals and organizations identify themselves when they're producing content. I also am responsible for leading the implementation of open source software that implements those standards. There's a growing gulf between content producers and content consumers. People in business, in government, in entertainment, in sports are losing touch with their audiences because the audiences are not sure who's actually producing the content that is produced in their name. What we hope to do through the work in the Content Authenticity Initiative is to help re-bridge that gap and bring content consumers back to a point where they have some faith that when they see something from a particular news source that they believe and trust, that it is actually from that source and not somebody who's slapped their logo on a video or some other piece of content. We're really just trying to bridge the gap of trust that exists today in various forms of digital media. It is not our position as people implementing the Content Authenticity Initiative or the various technical standards that are related to it to judge what is truth and what is fiction, right? What we are trying to do is to provide information to you as a content consumer about how the information that you are viewing, how the digital media that you're viewing got to you, how it was produced, what was incorporated into that to make the final product that you are currently viewing. It's the information about what was captured, whether it be by a camera or an artificial intelligence, generative process, and then how that became composed, processed, altered to generate the final product that you are viewing. And who did that is part of that record with the COG standards that we're building. I see a transition from closed loop systems to more open interoperable systems. But I'm hoping to see that broaden so that, I, as a person who's identified by the state of Washington as Scouten, can say, I produced this piece of content using something that was issued to me by the state of Washington, who's otherwise vetted my identity. I'm hoping that the identity community meets the mass market. I think there's a lot of work yet to do in practical user experience, and I'm hoping to see that happen in the next year or two or three.